So as I said, Agner Futtad comes from Shishini. He happens to be an advocate, but he's also the chairperson of the village development committee of his village, and he's also the president of the Komunidad of Shishini.
First of all, a very happy birthday to you. And happy 18th birthday. 18th birthday. Yeah. And I'm quite happy to know, I know Miguel Braganza, who's a very good friend of mine. To tell you frankly, I'm not an agriculturist. I just jumped into this because I was noticing that whatever, I talk about my village, which is Sinchini. Our village was first, brimming with, cultivation of rice. Everywhere was green. And I was noticing that as the time went by, our fields were being neglected. So I literally sort of let us jump into this. And in fact, it was a challenge. And I am the president Komunidad of Sinchini. We have a lot of land, but most of it is agricultural land. There are tenants, and there are also in between pockets owned by our Bhatkars or private owners. So it was very difficult to get the people together and to convince them. Now I started first with an area of say 25 hectares, which was around 2.5 lakh square meters, and convince the people that we do not want to take your land. So, and my associate, or rather what we say, Shatkar or Shatkamti, which is called his father George Quadros. And the first time I saw him was at an exhibition where I presume also. So I was at an exhibition, agriculture exhibition, and the first time I saw some exhibit there. And I presume at that time also Roland must have been there because it was Father George's first time, and Miguel also must have been there. I don't remember exactly where it was. Ravindra Bhavan, possibly. And then I approached him, and then he said, I'm from Don Bosco. And that's what gave me that interest that this must be really a person who is, who is frank and genuine. And I said, so what do you do? No, I use agriculture machinery, and I use transplanting. And I knew the biggest problem here was one of the costliest part was transplanting. So I said, Father, will you please come? Below my house I have a small field, though we have in various other places. And this field must be what they call acre, what they call one lance, just below my house. So I told him, Father, come, let us try. So it was like a curiosity cat. When his machine came, everybody, first time in Sinchini, in his, I think now he must be in his 8 or 9 years. So this was during his first year. So a lot of people gathered as a curiosity, and then it was like something like a sewing machine, poking into the land and putting all those plants. So then people came, and then I said, our neighbors were there. I said, see, this is very cost effective. You don't have to spend so much. And then I said, Magar, poile tu kor, tuke toil to ya kaisa atte, magir ami atai. I said, all right. So first year that was that. Then I took this plunge, and which was a very difficult because this place was being devastated by cattle. So I had to make a fencing, and then I caught hold of some people. There were some good benefactors who came forward, and we did a fencing. And ours is like a watershed area. Behind us is a hill, and there's a lake. And after we did the fencing, somebody came to tell us, Ari, there is buffaloes already inside your this, after it was cultivated. So then I realized what happened. The buffalo is a smart animal. Is to dive. See, we had put this across the whatever that rivulet was there. This to dive and go from underneath and get into the field. Now to get them out was a big problem. And I had some support from the WRD, this Agriculture Minister Subhash Shirodkar. He came to our village 7 times. 6 times he came on my invitation. And he gave us who gives this, the fencing was subsidized by the agriculture department. But he said, I will give you the gate, I'll sponsor the gates. So we got 3 gates they made. So now the problem was regarding these buffaloes. So we had to do some anti-submarine warfare. And we had to put some more bars there, to block this area. Fortunately, we had a good yield, and this was a area, where we have a big, what you call that, tode, or lake. So first time we tried the first harvest and the second harvest. Now I'll tell you the formula, which is very simple here. Many people, they say, "Are baba, te kon hoitolo shaitan? Kon he koitolo amka munis nai tuge shet batsu gopak mila orpak." So we came out with a formula for every hectare. Give the owner 50 kilos of rice. This is in case you don't want to contribute anything. And as a promotion, this what we do for the first starting period. We cultivate for every square meter. We charge 1 rupee and 30 paise for the George charges. That is included 2 ploughings. At the third ploughing, we do the transplanting. He does the transplanting. And for the harvesting, 30 paise. So many people have come forward. Now after this area, I'll cut short my this, and with a little success of this, we went right across the road. Then we took 30 hectares, which is around 3 lakh square meters last year, which gave us a good yield. And truckloads of this came because what happened? We have to sell it like sometimes what we call distress sale, especially during rainy season. A truck comes, okay, 10 tons, EPS. The government subsidy was at 22 rupees, and those people used to offer 24 rupees. So why we should sell to the government? Sell directly to whosoever wants. So they used to, even Miguel gave me the idea. Said there are people who take it to make pho, chirmolios and so many other things. So we are not having botheration about selling the rice. Okay. Then we started packing the rice. Unfortunately, I have not brought it here. And I started by saying that we'll make brown rice, what we call kodele. And at one time nobody wanted it. Even our house helpers, they like all white rice. And I told them, see, we eat now your healthy food and you all are eating our unhealthy food. The same thing like what is to have that out of millet, what they call ambil, pears, jaggery. These are things which we are having and they have lost. And when they go to the mill, they try to make that polished. But now this has caught on and it has become a sort of a fad. We have so much demand for this brown rice. Father does it in vacum pack. And after vacum packing, it lasts for about probably 6 months or 1 year. A lot of it goes for export. Okay. Now after this, I started another project lately in a place known as Bode. And there we have taken 15 hectares. Another place in Devsua, we have taken 10 hectares. So now we have probably come to a total of 80 hectares or so. But now we had a problem of these floods. And because of these floods, we may run into some sort of losses. But the agriculture department was very helpful. I made a big file. And I said, see, going individually, see, that thing is what the owner has to stand in the field and take a photograph, in the flooded field. I said, sir, we are asking a 70-year-old person for your 5,000 to go.
Years.
No, I'm telling you. Sometimes there are 70 even older than that people who go into the field. I said, "Are baba, तुझे 5,000 और बाग मुझे dog model डाला वो 50,000 बॉटल है." So he said, "You expect me to go there?" Then I said, "See, the max I can do." I said, "See, you have to, make a solution to this." So I told our MLA, "You please bring up this issue." I told Benji also is supporting us. So now they have made the things a little easy for us. So whosoever is inside that group, they said, okay, you be the sort of the president or whatever, and we will sanction your this whatever. So we have if you give us some even 30% or 50% or whatever loss is there, that's good enough for us.